All right, Coach. Loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Now it's Hunt, and he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and they will take over. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Rivers on 1st down. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Rivers. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Wims. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps it. The drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A first carry now. This is Hill. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run. This is Hunt. And down to the 36-yard line here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Hill. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time here, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Play fake, Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play.
But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers now from the 50. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Corey Legion, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Rivers now to throw on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I got kicked. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Rivers to throw it. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Chris Jones in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Gates, the intended receiver there, and that'll make it 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a muff play on the football.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Brandon Mebane able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Benjamin. Look at this spin.
Balance.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
First down, Rivers. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Allen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Rivers now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. A first down throw here for Rivers. And incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rivers. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's the backup Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of the half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Jones. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Rivers, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Rivers now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll take this one up to about the 23. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 3rd and long for Rivers. Flush to his right. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes to throw on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Keep it skinny. Mike. Set 180.
From the shot, he brought down at the 27-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Second down, Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short and shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Chargers on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Rivers, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Sturgis for the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. The return man is Grant. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Underneath here to Hill. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth. And who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On the run, this is Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, Hill. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, 1st-round draft pick. Uncle was a 1st-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
Black 58 rail.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Black 58 rail.
Now a pitch out to Hill. Down right around the 25. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now Hunt. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On second down, Hill, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now Jones. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up first and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
This is Hunt. He's to the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Now Jones. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt off.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now Jones. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. He's by himself, Keenan Allen. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 58 yards. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They come out here in the eye. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers, and he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Phillip Rivers, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2.
Set, Delta! Hey, I want to go load it. Load it.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He'll buy some time right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Three down. Black 58, Royal. Black.
They run with Hunt. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner, 100 yards or more in a game.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Corey Legion in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
It across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. One last shot now for Rivers. Right side catch. This is Gates. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.